The homeowner, Janet, called me to help her with the redesign and remodel of her kitchen. The previous owners renovated it in the 1980s, so it was very dated in terms of finishes. The home itself is a century home, so there were a lot of beautiful architectural details that had been either neglected or unfortunately removed. So we really wanted to make sure that the kitchen feels like an integral part of this home. The minute I met Janet and I came to her home and started talking, I knew I was in for a treat. Janet did not want a traditional kitchen. She's a fellow creative. She has a wonderful collection of vintage furniture and beautiful art, and she wanted to make sure that the kitchen really felt like a natural extension of the rest of the home. She'd had a few requests. One of them was to keep the tin ceiling that was original to the home. Unfortunately, the previous homeowners had cut into it to create a drop ceiling in the 80s, but we salvaged as much as we could. Another request was not to have upper cabinets, which was very much in line with the vision for the space. Upper cabinets being a hallmark of that more typical look was something we wanted to forego. For the palette, we chose black and white. We really like the quiet drama that it exudes, but we wanted to make sure that it didn't feel stark. So we knew that we wanted to use a lot of natural materials and hits of wood to really warm up the space. The bottom cabinets are black, paired with black hardware. We really like that tone-on-tone look. And then we top the cabinets with beautiful soapstone. Soapstone is a wonderful countertop material for anyone who really appreciates its natural beauty and slight imperfections. And it acquires beautiful patinaed look over time. Pièce de résistance in this space is the integrated soapstone sink that we had made. It showcases beautiful veining on the front, and it was something that we really thought would bring a lot of interest to the space. Although we chose to have black cabinets, we really wanted to make sure that the space still felt airy. Therefore, as I mentioned before, we bypassed uppers and we chose this beautiful subway tile that is glazed and has a really handmade look to it. We chose to enclose the range hood, and we also tiled that enclosure in the same tile. It gives us both a very handmade, beautiful look, but it also creates that very seamless feel in this space. I was very excited when Janet mentioned that she would love to bring a piece of furniture into the kitchen. We didn't think that bringing maybe an armoire was necessarily the most functional idea, but we thought that we can certainly combine that notion with a very functional pantry. So we sourced these beautiful vintage Indonesian rosewood doors. It was actually an armoire that was a steal off Kijiji. We disassembled it and we used the doors as well as the drawer at the bottom as the front for a very functional modern pantry inside, and it's really one of my favorite parts of this kitchen. I actually designed this kitchen almost 2 years ago, and it was first put to its test literally a week after it was completed. Janet's son got married at the house, so they had a catering crew cooking here, and I was so thrilled to hear after the wedding that the chefs felt it was a very functional kitchen. So that was wonderful. Came here a year and a half later, and we found the kitchen just beautifully lived in, and Janet said she enjoys it every day. She finds it both functional and just a wonderful space to be, so that is the greatest compliment any designer can hear.